Bienvenidos a Coffee Break Spanish.
Welcome to the Coffee Break Spanish show. Yo soy Marc.
Y yo soy Anabel.
¿Cómo estás, Anabel?
Yo muy bien y muy emocionada. ¿Tú qué tal?
Yo también. Muy contento de que estemos aquí todos juntos para una nueva temporada. For a new season. We're here for a new season of Coffee Break Spanish. This is the Coffee Break Spanish show. And as you can probably tell, it is a new podcast, but we're doing a podcast both as an audio podcast and a video podcast this time. We're in the studio here and I'm very delighted to be here.
No, yo estoy súper emocionada.
So in this new series, Annabelle, we're going to be doing weekly episodes covering different aspects of the Spanish language, helping you take your Spanish further, one coffee break at a time.
And we're going to be covering some really interesting topics.
Can you give us a little sneak preview of what we're going to be talking about?
We are going to learn how to or when to use usted in Spanish.
So usted, our formal form in Spanish, but sometimes it's tricky to know at what point in a relationship you can start using usted.
Eso es.
So we'll be looking at that. What else?
We're also going to be talking about negation and adverbs.
So again, sometimes it's tricky to know how to translate certain things from English into Spanish. So by looking at these and looking at different examples and seeing all of this in context, you'll be getting more Spanish to improve.
And another example, ser and estar.
Como siempre, we always take a look at ser and estar, a very important point in Spanish, because of course there are two verbs for to be in Spanish, and sometimes it's tricky to know which one to use when.
No, sí, desde luego.
Muy bien. Now, as we said earlier, this is both a video and an audio podcast. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you've found us on YouTube, then make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that way you'll get all our new content as soon as it's available.
And if you're listening to us, like in the podcast, then remember to subscribe to the podcast feed as well.
That's just the Coffee Break Spanish feed. You'll find it wherever you get your podcasts. Pues eso es todo por hoy.
Bueno, pero volvemos.
Volvemos, sí. We will be back very soon with the first episode in the new series of the Coffee Break Spanish show. But for now, muchas gracias y
Hasta pronto.
Happy coffee breaking. You have been listening to a Coffee Break Languages production for the Radio Lingua Network. Copyright 2023 Radio Lingua Limited. Recording copyright 2023 Radio Lingua Limited. All rights reserved.